such a tease, aren't you?
I am. It's what I do.
All right. Well, these guys are not going to be teasing. They are out for blood, wanting to win this game. On the right side of the map, in the red, from Team Alternate Attack, it is Delphi. Let's just call him Delphi this game. Sounds good.
I'm cool with that.
All right, cool. On the left side of the game, we've got, or let's say the map, we've got our pink Zerg player from Acer. It is Nerchio.
This English language thing is hard, man.
You know, it's just, we've got a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thinking about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Thinking about that announcement of an announcement I just made. That's what I'm thinking about,
I know,
really.
it distracted me even with that.
That's what I do.
Well. So, ZVZ, this map, we can really see pretty much everything on it. I mean, I've seen extremely long ZVZs on this map. I've seen extremely short ZVZs on this map. When you get to these two-player maps where the natural and the third are fairly easy to take and hold, you do get to see this kind of big range of styles here. And look at this Delphi going with 13 gas. Interesting. It's going to be 13 gas, probably 12 pool. We'll have to see. But he's going to be coming with probably some really quick zergling baneling aggression at his opponent. So Nerchio looks like he's going to be have to playing on the defensive this game.
And he does put down a 14 pool as well. So it's been a lot more dangerous had he decided to go for that hatch first, because Spielings really would have been able to get in and do a little bit of damage before anything popped up had he gone hatch first. So I have a question for you, Dome.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So we have a pretty big map pool because we have best of 9s, and so we need to have 9 maps so that people can play. If you had to pick any 2 maps, which ones would you take out of the map pool right now?
Which ones would I take out?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll tell you about while you think about it, because I've already thought about this.
Okay.
And the reason I'm asking it is, of course, this is one of the maps that I think I would take out. It's produced some pretty good games, but it lends itself to basically our cheesiest play and most aggressive, quickest games. So I'd probably take this out, and I think it's time to retire Taldra Malter.
I agree with you for Taldra Malter. I would take Taldra Malter out. I think it's good to have a good mix of map types in the map pool. So I would hesitate taking out Sanshorn Miss. Maybe I would replace it with another 2-player map, but I wouldn't want to replace it with another larger 4-player map like Metropolis or something like that.
Okay.
If I were to take out any other map besides this one and Taldra Malter, I would probably say Metropolis, honestly.
Really? Metropolis?
Yeah. Actually, no, maybe Atlantis Spaceship. One of our bigger 4-player maps. I kind of
feel our map pool's too big right now.
I feel like we are lacking in 2-player maps, but maybe that's just me. That's just kind of personal preference here.
Good insight.
I'd be interested to hear what the pros would think.
Well, look at this. We have a... It looks like we'll go be a big old baneling bus here in just a second. Oh,
well,
6 more lings coming up now. That was kind of the critical moment. So.
Oh, losing a couple lings, though, is Delphi, so he's going to need to be a little bit careful with this. Whenever you see that very quick gas and pool, you're almost always guaranteed to see a quick baneling follow up with this. It's just going to be an all-in from Delphi trying to end the game right away. And, oh, the Zergling doesn't get past the Queen at a crucial time. But the Overlord is going to see all these Zerglings come out. So Delphi, he knows he's going to need to play on the defensive, but, you know, will he be ready for banelings? That's the question. I have my doubts.
Well, good position to sit underneath those banelings. Overlord's got pretty good vision around. Make sure he stays under that vision so nothing else detects him right away. First 2 banelings are popping out. More lings on the way. And what is Nerchio preparing with back at home? He does have a spine crawler coming up, starting to extend the creep out a little bit too, so we can put that a little farther forward.
Nerchio's like, uh-oh. He's like, all right, well, I may just actually lose my natural expansion right now. And he's going to need to throw down a baneling nest extremely soon. There it is, finally going down after 50 gas. But remember, he stopped mining gas for a little while, so he's going to be much later. And here come the banelings. Oh, boy.
Baneling's trying to roll through now. Are they going to explode on the Queens? No, actually, one of the Queens goes down right away. Baneling actually taking out a few units there. Yeah, and he's not actually making his way through quite yet. Another Baneling does lose itself. Oh, wow, and the Spine Crawler takes out another one as well. So this base is going to fall, but Nerchio hasn't taken a lot of loss in economy or units yet.
Yeah, I got to say, pretty poorly controlled by Delphi. He could have easily snuck those Banelings in and moved them around the Spine Crawler while he was taking out those Queens, but instead he just kind of let them sit there and get focused down. And he will, of course, take out this hatchery. Whenever you see this, you're kind of resigned to just losing this hatchery initially, and then you kind of say, all right, well, what can I do on one base from here? Nerchio is going to have his own banelings on the way very soon. Yep, 3 started right now, but will they get out in time? This is going to be pretty close here.
Oh, good job by Nerchio to go ahead and delay those units for a while, but the banelings are starting to make their way up. One of them does go down to the spine crawler, though. The baneling's just about to pop. This baneling is not going to be able to kill a lot of units. Oh, but it does soften them up. And we'll see if Delphi's able to do any damage. No, actually has to back out of there. A lot of very low drones, but none of them are killed.
Yeah, now what is the worker count right now? It is actually 18 to 19. So Delphi making some drones out of this and expanding too. Yeah, I mean, he knew after that first push went through that he wasn't going to be able to end the game right here, and he did at least kind of even things up, so that's okay. He's not in a bad spot at all right now. Nerchio's not going to be able to deny this hatchery because there are banelings there to defend.
Let's see if he gets a pretty good shot, though.
Oh,
we'll see if he can actually defend it. Oh, Queen getting very low in health. 2 more banelings popping up now for Delphi as well.
Yep. Oh, no banelings there anymore. Oh, never mind. There is 1 left for each.
All right, and they kill each other. So 1 baneling and a queen now for Delphi. So looks like he is going to be able to hold the rest of these units off. Nerchio running back home, but he did get his opponent to make a ton more lings. And the whole time he was starting to drone back at home, as we see 4 more drones just about to pop up for Nerchio.
The other big thing for Nerchio right now, though, is that he's going to be lacking in larva for a little while. He did lose both of his queens, whereas Delphi has not lost any queens quite yet. So that's going to give Delphi a good chance to go ahead and catch up a little bit in worker count and have the larva to defend if need be. Nerchio actually going for a roach warren now. All right, so he's going to go for a very, very quick roach push out of this, see if he can maybe catch his opponent off guard. It's going to be tough, though. I mean, Delphi, with having all those larvae, is going to be in a great spot supply-wise.
And Delphi actually just going to kind of roll forward with his baneling, trying to take out a few units there, and not going to be able to attack those lings very efficiently. Does knock out the larva, at least, though.
Yep, that's right. And here we go. More lings coming in right now. Oh, baneling taken out.
Yeah, so very big tug of war once again. Oh, the queen gets surrounded. That's a pretty big loss for Nerchio.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Delphi's got to feel great about killing 3 queens already in this game. That is like, that's almost as good as getting like a good hit against someone's drones, honestly, because killing a queen just reduces their supply by quite a bit. I mean, reducing their ability to do injects really, really hurts in ZVZ.
And it looks like Nerchio finally pushing this defensive position a little bit farther out, and he does have 6 roaches on the way. If he can get those roaches out, he's going to be in a great spot to defend because his opponent still is just flooding in more and more banelings.
Yep, defensive banelings. Nice hit from Nerchio, taking out a lot of those. Some drones getting softened up just a little bit there. Delphi trying to pick off some of the injured ones, and he does do that.
Yeah.
Nerchio actually way ahead in supply right now because of roaches. Roaches, of course, are 2 supply rather than 1, so that will inflate the numbers there to a certain extent. But Nerchio, you know, he's kind of banking on this, doing a lot of damage, trying to catch Delphi off guard with these roaches, and he may be able to do it.
Yeah, but, you know, he hasn't really lost any sort of economic advantage. We are, I don't want to say stabilizing a little bit because Nerchio does have the bigger force, but now we have 6 more roaches just about to pop out for Delphi as well.
Yep, that's right. He did have time to kind of get ready for that sort of thing.
Yeah, let's see. Back on Delphi's side now, he does have an evolution chamber up, but he's not researched any upgrades from that quite yet, and I don't believe Nerchio has either. So both players are even on upgrades going into this little engagement.
Oh, here we go. Delphi trying to defend. Banelings exploding basically everywhere. Nerchio forced back pretty quickly, just doesn't have enough at this stage in the game.
Yeah.
Might lose a roach here.
Yeah, Nerchio unfortunately losing a lot of his zerglings for no real gain. They did surround the hatchery very quickly, and then he was taken out. I'm not sure if that was, you know, intending to pull some units out, and then he, with a little bit better control, he would be able to defend, or if that was a mistake, clicking the hatchery.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really the best call there. Normally you don't want to A-click a hatchery unless you have like enough banelings to kill it, obviously. But
yeah.
So it may have been a little bit of an error there, but as you said, you know, things pretty stable right now, pretty evened out. Nerchio going for his lair at this point, and he does have 3 gas as opposed to his opponent's 2.
Now,
so he will be able to get those roach upgrades and other tech a little bit quicker.
Delphi is way ahead in terms of standing army at the moment, but Nerchio is starting to pull way ahead in workers, and Delphi hasn't really moved out yet. There, finally, he's starting to push with those roaches, but if he waits for even just a little while longer, Nerchio is going to be able to power ahead in terms of overall supply and army.
Yeah, Nerchio's looking to be in a pretty decent spot right now overall. Delphi is just kind of like you said, struggling to keep up. He's making, a lot of units right now, not making a lot of drones. And, making a lot of units early on is okay if you plan on attacking, which he certainly could do once +1 gets a little bit closer to finishing. But if he attacks and that doesn't work out, and Nerchio was able to drone that much, suddenly he's just going to be really, really, really far ahead.
And, well, those zerglings didn't last very long. That is a really great defensive position that Nerchio has established for himself. Love the little concave he set up for the spine crawlers as well. I mean, that's such a much better defensive position. So Delphi keeping all of his roaches at the back, maybe just out of view, something like that, but he is making an enormous roach push. He's going to be on, what, 30 here in just a second.
Yeah, he's going to try to stream out and catch Nerchio off guard now, but I don't know how well this is going to work. I feel like Nerchio has enough at home to defend against us. He's got 8 more roaches on the way right now, and I don't know, does Delphi have lair yet? I don't think he does.
No,
I could be wrong. Yeah,
no,
he doesn't even have lair, so he's going to be way behind in his other upgrades. Delphi basically banking everything on this one attack. If this doesn't work, we could just see a GG right here.
Well, Nerchio actually canceled his +1 weapons, I want to point out as well, to get out a couple additional units with the resources that he had. So, and Delphi's has finished up, so we'll see if that makes a difference. But this evolution chamber up the front is so smart; it accumulates HP so quickly, and the banelings really haven't done any damage. One of the spine crawlers does go down, but there's still 2 more off to the side. A great concave for Nerchio. Delphi continuing to push his way through, though. The spine crawler dealing out a little bit of additional damage. Delphi supply falling just a little bit. Actually, now it's kind of that critical tipping point, and Delphi is being repelled.
Yeah, that Evo chamber did a great job of funneling those units in a way that Nerchio could engage very, very efficiently. And yeah, winning that fight handily. I mean, that was totally worth it to cancel that +1. Even though he was behind on the upgrades, that worked out pretty well. Delphi now has to pull back. Nerchio needs to be pretty careful here. He doesn't want to get out of position with these roaches. He does still have a disadvantage when it comes to upgrades.
That's right, but he is up by 13 roaches overall, and he's got another 10 on the way here in just a second. So his supply is continuing to climb, and he will have the resources to invest back into those upgrades in a second if he wants. Really great little split there to get himself a good concave. That was actually really subtle, but really well done by Nerchio, and he is going to power through the rest of these roaches.
Oh yeah, Delphi's definitely in trouble. I'm kind of a little bit surprised that he didn't decide to run, and that's it, GG. Yeah, I mean, kind of like I said, that attack right there.